Hi everyone, welcome to the Zen Studio. This is Brett Music Builds. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I have a video that I'm doing showcasing a new product from Mike Mods. Alright, this isn't a modification or an upgrade. It's actually a correction for a problem that I've had, and I'll go ahead and talk you through it. Mike Lane sent me this bag of goodies. I am recording this as part of my year-end blowout video, so I'm going to be including that in that video. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do this as a standalone video for anybody that needs to find it quickly. So basically what has happened is I have two power mods and remote control upgrades that for a couple of my models, the Eleanor Mustang and the Ecto 1. And the problem that I have run into is that the adapters that I have been using have the potential to put limited intermittent power into the board, and it has deleted all of my remote control pairing codes. And so Bike Lane has come up with a solution for this on mine. If you have later versions of those power mods, I believe that they have corrected this issue. In this bag, we have the recovery remote and two switches. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to recover both the Eleanor Mustang and the Ecto 1 today. Okay, we've taken everything out of the bag. We have these two switches. I have one for the Eleanor and one for the Ecto 1. So the purpose of these I'll go into in a minute. And we have a simple remote control with A and B on it. And in Mike's instructions, it has step 1, so you're going to disconnect power from any models that are running Mike Lane Power Mod or Ultimate kits. So you can only repair one remote at a time. And then we're going to put these switches, because what this is going to do is it's going to prevent any of the issues that I've had. I have to give supreme thanks to Mike on coming up with this. He told me that he had to go through 20 different adapters at least to mimic the behavior that I was experiencing with mine, to figure out what the reason was and what the solution was. So what this is going to do, if you ever need to disconnect your model from the power source, you need to flip the switch off in order to be able to do that, and that will preserve your remote control memory. I don't know for sure if Mike is going to be including these in future power mod deliveries, or if it's just the ones that have been experiencing this issue. I'm not sure. You'll have to check with him. But that's going to be the procedure. So make sure you turn these off before you need to unplug the model. I would also recommend, even though I do have a recovery remote from him now, I do recommend, if you're not using the model, that you keep these in the off position, just in case of a power outage or something like that that can have. So as you can see, our Eleanor Mustang is down on the workbench. Here's my USB-C cable. This is the one that runs into the car, and we need to connect power to this. All right, and Mike's power on mod board is underneath the dashboard. It's way under there, you can't even see it. I would have to take the shell off of the top of the car in order to be able to get to it, which I really don't want to do, but I really do still want my remote control function. And the board still has power, because if I flip the switch, which is the manual switch inside the car, all the lights and everything are still working, including the horn, as you can see. So what we need to do is we need to restore my remote control function. So now the next thing we need to do is we need to add this switch. So we're gonna, if I can get this in camera, there. And there. And as you can see, my switch was in the on position, which has turned all those lights on. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the on-off switch inside the car to off. The board has power. Now we're going to power it back on. All right, so we're going to click this on. And within 10 seconds, we're going to press A on this. And we're going to resequence the remote. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, power, and aux. So this should now be repaired to the Eleanor. Let's see if it works. There's our engine noise. Power's on, headlights on. Tail lights are on. Number 2 should be the horn. Number 3 should be the brake lights. They're all working. Number 4 should be the multifunction. And that is working absolutely perfect. We have restored the remote control function for the Eleanor. Now let's take care of the Ecto 1. All right, time for Ecto 1. Just a reminder, if you've been following me building this model, these roof lights are not going to be controlled by Mike's remote because I did those as my own modification. But as you can see, if I can get them in camera, they're working just fine. All right, and it's time to repair our Ecto 1 remote. So we're going to turn the switch on. Press A. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, aux, on, and off. So our Ecto 1 should be repaired now. So let's do 1. There's our headlights and our tail lights. And 2 is this roof. These roof guys. Oops. Knocked my antenna off. I'll have to put that back on. 3 is the siren. 4 is the engine noise. 5 is the horn. 6 should be the brake lights. There they go. And 7 is the 2 multifunctions. All right. And then the aux button would control these, but it's not controlled in mine. They're on a separate switch. But I have all of my remote control capabilities that I had before. Thank you so much to Mike Lane for figuring out why I was having this issue. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm so happy to have 2, the Ecto 1 and my Eleanor Mustang, as working remotely controlled models again.